Hi Gemini, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a tarot reading for your next 48-hour period. Thank you so much for joining me, and do keep in mind this is general, so just take what resonates. But thank you in advance for your likes, comments, and subscriptions if you haven't done so already. Just shoot me an email for a personal reading if you feel so guided to do so. Weird wording, everything is down below in the description box. But also do keep in mind this is meant to pertain to the next 48 hours for you individually. For when you were guided or felt drawn to this video, not just after I post it, but feeling relevant from the Gilded Tarot deck at the split. We have the King of Cups and the Judgment. The next 48 hours are going to feel very much like an honest period for you, okay? In a lot of ways, people being honest with you, people praising you all the meanwhile, but getting your voice out there or feeling the push, the reminder to do so. As I do feel like there is emotions to confront, to sit in, to learn from, but then move right along or utilize them to your advantage or simply to help others. But I really feel like music is going to come in handy in more than one way for a lot of you Geminis in the next 48-hour period. But your confidence will be present, I can tell you that much. There isn't going to be a whole lot of alone time, I feel the need to say, as we get the Hermit card in reverse and the Seven of Cups, feeling as if you can't help but notice or focus on other placements within your chart. I feel like a lot of you are also here to hear about your other Gemini placements, this not being your sun sign. Either way, can definitely pertain to whatever placement you have within your chart as Gemini. But I do feel as if things are moving quickly in the next 48 hours, but you're not overly stressed for one reason or another. Communication left and right, this playing into the lack of alone time for a lot of different reasons. But you have a lot of options, a lot of choices. This is also coming through as a lot to accomplish, okay? Feeling like you just have tasks left and right all over the place that you need to attain to, you need to make sure get fulfilled, right? People requiring a lot from you for your career, or just even people, simple things feel like tasks as far as, okay, I got to respond to that message, even if it's just a friend or a family member. I have to update this. I have to double check this. It feels like you have a lot going on, okay? There's going to be one level of communication with somebody important, and it's going to brighten your day, okay? This will happen within the next 48 hours. But the Nine of Pentacles coming through, talking about you reaching for your independence, no longer wanting to. That felt so nice the way that card just flew out. Ooh, as I get goosebumps. And it is the Six of Pentacles. But I really feel like in the midst of you reaching for your independence, abundance, my friend, abundance, absolutely amazing. Doesn't just have to be money, but whatever it is for you individually, it's going to feel good. As I just can't forget about, they're pushing me not to forget the feeling and how angelic and refreshing that felt as it came out of the deck. But you're reaching for your independence and not wanting to leave oneself trapped in your future, as I feel like there's a certain level of regret or restricting situations that you can't help but remember, or just are pushed to revisit from time to time. Maybe not necessarily in the next 48 hours, it may have been more recently, previous to these 2 days, but I really feel like you are just reaching for it and doing it in a successful manner, right? Your work may feel as if it involves a lot of communication, even if you do work by oneself, right? You may even feel as if you're not alone in the sense because of your spiritual connection. It just feels like you have presence around you in a lot of ways, even if that's human interaction, human presence, weirdest wording. But I really feel like things at certain points, okay, there's going to be rare moments in the next 48 hours where things move slowly, embrace it. But you're also going to be pushed to recognize that you need to have more fun moving forward. Have you been enjoying yourself enough? I would probably say no from this reading, but the work you're putting in, the strive, the courage to do what's right for you, it's paying off. But I also feel like there's something that's leaving you a bit guarded. It could be the past ones again, past disappointments, but all the meanwhile, there's something that's progressing slowly for you that you wish to pick up speed to match the speed of everything else that's taking place in your life, but you're being quite secretive, okay? You could be pushed to, for whatever reason, remember someone that was very deceptive in the past. I just felt very disappointed and judgmental in that moment, okay? Not when it comes to you. But we have the Queen, interesting. I almost said the Queen of Cups. So you could be feeling a bit emotional, very motherly, male or female, but you are feeling as if friends are pushed to take some out of a focus, okay? You could be thinking about 3 individuals that mean the world to you or just need to come back into your situation, but there's a push to celebrate. You're achieving a lot in the next 48 hours and recently, and I feel like if you're looking for a job, you're getting that acceptance or just did. That yes that you're looking for. It's time to step in the right direction and accept that you're meant to succeed in a lot of ways. But I just feel like there's a lot coming at you once again, and people viewing you as somebody who isn't afraid to start fresh or just has this new way about you, seeing you as somebody brand new. It changed in a lot of ways. So be it. I don't feel like people are viewing it as a bad thing. I just feel like in certain ways you're unrecognizable, right? Especially if you're catching up with certain people from the past or just haven't seen somebody in a bit. 2 Knights coming out. Wow, I just struggled to hold those. The Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups here, as you are being pushed to recognize that you and somebody you care about or once did are heading in opposite directions, completely different paths, but that's a truly beautiful thing, all right? But because you can see these 2 cards going in different directions. This could even be an X, right? However it works for you. But I really feel as if you're pushed to recognize that you are feeling quite guarded in certain ways, but you haven't been sort of pushed to be completely vulnerable. And I really feel like you are trusting your intuition at the right times in the next 48 hours, but allow yourself not to get overwhelmed when it comes to all you're trying to achieve. And therefore, I feel like it's allow for yourself to as well trust people moving forward, right? Selectively. Trust your intuition when it comes to that. I really feel like there's a level of feistiness within you, but emotion within you that's guiding you in different directions. Interesting. They're saying choose a direction and let's go. Choose a direction and let's go. There's an underlying focus on the secrecy, the emotion once again, as I just saw the Moon card. But with the 5 of Cups and the Fool, I just heard there's something to learn about when you feel a bit stern, a bit feisty, a bit demanding in one way, shape, or form, wanting things to get done or just get done in the right manner. Something to learn individually for each of you, okay? A different lesson, if you will, or who and what affects you in that manner, okay? Even your own habits. Are you taking on too much at this time? With the Fool card and the 5 of Cups, at times you expect the worst. I feel like especially, when it comes to other people, okay? Or it could be the future of your career and finances, but that in and of itself should feel like less of a concern with what you're achieving and reaching for throughout the next 48 hours and surrounding it. But I also feel like you're expecting the worst when it comes to a leap of faith, okay? A fun way of being will benefit you in certain ways in order to late in the manifestation process to enjoy oneself more, right? So it doesn't feel heavy, but you know there's a big leap for you moving forward for a lot of you Geminis, and you expect the worst, or you just can't help but compare it to past disappointments. Interesting. I did just hear they're not who they used to be. So you could also find that other people are just changing dramatically as you're thinking about a ship coming in. It's time for it just to come in, right? It's that I'm getting kind of impatient or I just don't want to wait any longer kind of mindset at certain points. Presenting work and feeling overly serious or not a level of enjoyment at certain points, but people being impressed all the meanwhile. This is a very interesting reading, as I do feel like there's a highlight on where you're feeling trapped and limited, but a level of protection being reminded to you or brought back to your situation in one way, shape, or form. It just made me think about how you are definitely protected in regards to this leap of faith that you need to expect the best for. But you're overworked, okay? Don't overthink as well. I feel like you could be also thinking about a negative, toxic person from your past, okay? But needing and desiring that level of justice, interesting. and the level of love and romance. And just needing to as well have a level of justice come into be, a level of balance when it comes to money being on your mind, and needing to experience a world for oneself moving forward that you love more than you did once upon a time, period. And you owe that to oneself. So I feel like you have a lot going on in the next 48 hours, but a lot of success and change in the air. So embrace it all right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing next 48 hours, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Gemini.